I have learned in 2025 that it is better to start and figure it out than to continue to try and plan and make it perfect without starting.
What I learned, listen to God the first time. Things would happen and I'm hearing, okay, I shouldn't do this, or I should let something go, I should let people go, and I wasn't doing it immediately. And when I finally did it, things would be going up.
Hey, step siblings, welcome to Between Sisters. We're sisters, yes, but more than that, we're two women figuring out life, love, careers, identity, and everything else in real time. Whether you've got a sister, always wished you did, or you're just looking for voices that feel like home, you belong here, where we give you real talk between real sisters. Hey, step siblings, I'm Corinne.
And I'm Kayla.
And you're listening to Between Sisters, where we give you real talk between real sisters. We're on day 24 of Podmas. We have been posting every single day from December 1st to December 25th. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, because we got one more episode of Podmas to go, and then we have so much more for you in the new year. So you don't want to miss it. Thank you all for following along. And if you're just now joining us, you have a whole bunch to binge, because we're going to make it back even better next year.
Yeah.
It only elevates. And speaking of coming back better next year, we're going to be able to do that because of the things that we've learned this year.
Okay.
So that's what we're talking about today. What have we learned in 2025? I will start it off.
Go ahead.
I have learned in 2025 that it is better to start and figure it out than to continue to try and plan and make it perfect without starting. And I feel like I should have known that because, you know, I'm a writer, so in the writing community, we have a saying that writing is rewriting.
Right. I've heard of that.
Which basically means your first draft is like terrible, and then as you rewrite it, that's when the story actually comes out. And I never really thought to think of that as a universal thing outside of writing, but I think that applies to life.
Yeah.
Writing is rewriting.
Yeah.
You don't, if I was a basketball player, I'm not going to be perfect when I just start. I'm going to start and refine my play. If I am, I don't know, trying to be a music artist, your first song is not going to be as good as your 10th song.
A chef, anything.
A chef.
Your first meal is not going to be as good, you know, so
and
anything.
I knew that, but I think that putting it into practice has opened my eyes. I feel like once you put it into practice in something, and then you look around and see, okay, well, that's the difference.
Right.
Because you see a lot of people talking about what they're going to do. So I feel like I just learned to continue to be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Okay. I like that. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah.
That's been going around.
Because I feel like I see so much of people talking about what they're going to do and what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this in the new year, and I'm going to do this in the new year. I don't really care about that. Those are words.
Right.
Doing it is what I care about.
The action.
When it's like at the beginning of the year, when you write down all the things that you want in the new year, that means nothing. Because you could write that down and never do it. So just don't talk about it, be about it. Okay. Is what I'm trying to say.
I like that. I like that a lot. For me, what I learned is listen to God the first time. And I think, you know, that's something that I thought I was doing, but I think this year I realized I wasn't. You know, things would happen and I'm hearing, okay, I shouldn't do this, or I should let something go, I should let people go, and I wasn't doing it immediately. And I think this year I realized that was God telling me what to do. and I wasn't listening. And when I finally did it, then things have been going up.
So how do you feel that was God telling you?
I feel it was because once I finally listened, things got better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, that must have been God telling me
Yeah.
this. It's not just me in my head, unsure and confused. No, I was feeling all those things because I wasn't listening to what he was telling me to do. And there were some things that I was waiting on. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to do this. I'm waiting. So then God made it where I can't wait anymore. Now it stopped. It's done now. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, now I have to do what you're saying that I have to do. So it definitely this year, that was a lesson for me. Just listening to God the first time and not questioning it. I'm just gonna go with what he says.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And how do you feel like you navigate through knowing that this is God telling you this?
I think just the first time, right? I think just by reading the word, learning his voice, how he talks, that helps me navigate when I'm thinking, is this him or is this me or is it, because that's where I used to struggle. I'm like, God, is this you talking or is this just me thinking about anything? So I think just by reading his word, talking to him, getting closer to him, I just got a more clear understanding. And then seeing just how some things have played out this year, I'm like, okay, that was definitely him. There's no denying. So I'm like, okay, now I feel confident in listening and knowing that it's him and not just me going crazy.
Okay, I want to ask, what is something that you have seen someone else do or something else? It may be in a book, in a movie, somewhere else that you've seen, that you've taken a lesson from this year, learning from others' experiences.
Oh,
I can go
one.
first.
Yeah, you go first. I gotta think about that.
Yeah, I can go first. I have learned through watching not only reality shows such as Housewives, but also watching just public figures. When you have built something and you have a certain amount of respect and you stand on what you do, your work, when you have your work, nobody can truly undermine or diminish what you've done unless you let them take you to a place that you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't, because whatever they're talking about, it's like, okay, what have you done? Their merit, what they're pushing out, holds no weight, and they know that.
Yeah.
But when you let people take you out of your character, that is when you're the only one that can undermine. You're the only one that can dim your own.
Yes. And I think that's a common theme, especially in reality TV. You see that a lot when people come out of themselves, come out of their character. That's when they start looking crazy. When you see certain people, I'm just going to say Stacey, who hasn't come out of her character.
Okay, Stacey.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Stacey from Real Housewives of Potomac. She's new. Is this her second season or first season?
This is her second season on a show called Real Housewives of Potomac.
That's what I just said.
No, I'm just explaining. And she has been faced with criticism from the entire friend group. So it's kind of like her against everyone.
Yes.
Go ahead.
But when you see that she stands firm in herself, no one can really say anything to her. Like they're trying, they're swinging, and it's just missing.
It's missing. And she's been the fan favorite. I just saw Carlos King, who is a reality TV producer, but also has a platform, a podcast where he's kind of a voice in that space, talking about all of the shows and everything. he just named her Reality Star of the Year.
Yes.
So, and on a show where everyone is against her, and she could have turned to being mad all the time or fighting all the time or dimming the mood all the time and doing all these things and making people not like her off of something else of how people are making her act, but she never did. And they couldn't win from that. So now you see, I think we will see, it's going to be get with the program or don't, but she's going up.
Oh, all the way.
And that is a good lesson. I think I saw that lesson for me really big in the show I've been watching, Being Mary Jane.
Right.
And I talked about this before on the podcast because I have been binging it during this time. But I have seen several times on that show where Mary Jane, someone will allow Mary Jane to come out of her character and standing on who she is. Mary Jane's very successful and, she has all these things and she's working hard within herself, but she'll let someone distract her and make her not pay attention while she's driving because she's thinking about what they're doing and how they're not treating her, this, that, and the third, and cause her to have an accident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think through watching television and movies and books this year, that's something that I've learned from art.
Oh, okay. I think for me, watching some of the shows that I watch, whether it be reality TV or not scripted, like it can be scripted television, I think just the importance of keeping the relationships, family or friendships that you have that are very close and dear to you and special to you, how important it is and how important it is to really communicate and fix the whatever issues you have before it spirals out of control. Because unfortunately, we've seen some shows where they just spiral and people are still not friends who have been friends for years. People who used to call each other sisters are now enemies, and that always saddens me when I see that storyline play out. So I think just seeing some of those examples this year, I realize how important it is to make sure you're pouring into those relationships and just how important communication is with the people who are really important to you.
So when people are really important to you, if there's something that's bothering you, speak about it then.
Yeah.
And now, and don't let it
fester. Yes.
Because then it becomes a bigger thing, right? And then even when you do fester, it's like you come with all these things and the person is like, I didn't know you were feeling this way. So now we have this huge problem and I didn't even know that we could have
fixed it.
So I think that's a good one.
Yeah. And I know for me, I am the type of person where I overanalyze and overthink things in my mind. And I can make it worse in my mind sometimes. And I have to be like, let me talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it might not even be that bad. It might not even be bad at all.
Right.
So I have to talk about it or else I'll go completely off the deep end in my mind. So yeah, that's something I learned. Definitely just not letting things fester because it'll just get worse.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I think that this year in general, I think that there has been a lot going on in the world. And I mean, that's every year, but there's been a lot going on in the world that is affecting a lot of people. And I think that it is so important, I've learned that it is so important to make sure that you're focusing on those things and you're making sure that those things are on your mind and if there's something that you can do to help people. I also think it's important to really think about things that are in your control. What can you do to be an asset in this way? What can you do? I've learned that, just sitting on what is happening is heavy and it's hard. So maybe when you think about it in a way of, well, what is something that I can do?
That's good.
To help the situation helps you in your own mind. Even if you're even not on such a big scale, even on a personal scale
Right.
of maybe you're trying to go after a program
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, the factors of it, I don't know if I could do this. Okay, what the statistics,
Mm-hmm.
this, that, and the third, I don't know if I could do this. Or, okay, well, what can I do right now? Let me do the things that I can do. And then that usually, even if you don't do maybe the program you were saying, it usually opens you up to still do what you're going to do, because now you're taking steps that you were paralyzed to take before, because you're thinking, I can't do this because of the statistics.
And even that can just put you in a more positive mood just for yourself, because just sitting on things like that, sitting on feeling like you can't do anything, that can put people into like depression.
Yeah.
So just moving in any way, doing things that you can just help you stay in a positive light.
Just focusing on what can I do right now, today? What can I do?
I like that.
Yeah. Thank you. Let us know what you have learned in 2025. We want to talk about it. We want to know, and we want all the lessons too. So let us know, okay? And we hope, let us know also if these lessons that we have learned have helped you. So we want to know. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We thank you so much for joining us along in this Podmas journey that has been so crazy for us. And tomorrow is the final day of Podmas 2025. So we are so excited for that. And we hope you come back to tune in. And we hope to see you in the new year with better elevation and all the things. Because as we said, you only get better as you keep doing it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.